Identifying the king of cakes. Chopper for the win.
G'day guys, welcome back to Cakes by Chopper. Today we have a pirate-themed cake for you that I made for my friend Bishanya. And she was on 7 Days Later. That's where we met when I was an extra back in the day. She was the zombie Prime Minister's wife. Check out the links below if you want to watch the episode. Happy birthday, B! Okay, to start off with, we got two 8-inch round cakes and I filled it with a chocolate ganache and also crumb-coated it. I get asked all the time, what is the recipe for all my cakes? You can change them up and use what you like. If you want to use a vanilla cake or a sponge cake or a Madeira cake, change it up by all means to your flavour. I've went with the chocolate ganache, so I've sealed it all around the edges and gave it a top crumb coat. You don't have to be too fussy with this because the entire cake's going to be covered up. So don't spend too much time on it. I just got it nice and neat to make sure it was sealed. Once I've cleaned it up around the edge a little bit, I got some biscuits and I put them in a food processor and added a little sprinkling of glitter. This was just your normal graham cracker, nice biscuit, just a plain one to look like sand. The glitter gives it that extra shimmer. Then I got some gold coins and used the ganache in a piping bag to place them around the edge. And I just decorated this as I saw fit. This is up to you and your creative streak. If you want to put lots of coins, do so. If you want to trim it all the way around with coins, by all means, go crazy. Once you finish with the coins, you're going to roll out some white fondant with a drop of brown in it, and then add a drop of yellow to give you this off-white beige color. You can just play with this, but be careful not to put too much dye in or you'll get too strong of a color. You only want it just light. Then you're going to roll it out and cut a weird shaped map out of it. You just want to make sure this is bigger than the circle of the top of the cake and that it hangs down at least 2 inches over the sides. Now I made the corners of the map all cut and torn, and then I used some cocoa on my hand and rubbed it over, and then used a fluffy brush to go around and give it more of a filled in roughage on the edge. You can see that the extra darkness of the cocoa when it's rubbed across looks like scratches and tears. Then I used some petal dust for some colouring for the water and the mountains. And then I used some black petal dust to go around and make the map look dirty, and you want the map to look old. Once you're happy with the look of the colouring, you're going to lay it over the top of your cake and then pull the sides out and make sure that you don't tear it, but you want to make sure the whole top of the chocolate ganache is covered to just where you can see the sand. Now it's time to paint in your map details. I started with an X marks the spot and then a little trail around the body, adding in some skeletons and some mountains and trees, just little details that make it look like an actual functioning map. Then I used my cutting tool to cut in a tear at the top. This is where I'm going to place a plastic sword. I went with a pirate one that I got from a local cheap toy store, and I filled the center of the map with a little bit of sand. Then you're going to take your pirate sword, which I've now cut in half on an angle, place the handle in the top and then the bottom part of the blade at the side to look like it's stabbing through, and then place on some ganache, glue a few more extra coins on top, and placing on the little telescope just gave it a finishing touch. Very quick, very easy cake, and it looks great. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Check out the episode here. You can click the annotation to see Bish and all the other team at 7 Days Later at work, or check out my Deadpool or stacked panda cakes. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
I am not speaking as the Prime Minister right now. I'm not being a politician. I'm not lying. I'm scared. I know that you were scared too. Some of you are scared. You're scared about new policies. What we should be scared about, however, are the zombies.